Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again, this time bringing you a different LOR deck. So this time we're bringing you Fizz, Lulu, Yordle in arms. So during a lot of my videos, I have gone against this deck a lot, and I've been wanting to play it, and I finally got a chance to go around and kind of take a deep dive into the deck and kind of see what it's all about. What I have realized is that the list is pretty much solved. So a lot of these cards are going to be the same across most of the list that you'll see. People just end up cutting some things and changing kind of the ratios and some of the spells. So that would be the only difference that you see. So Pearl Cannon is so important here because this deck relies a lot on the combo of being able to do like a Lulu and a Flame Chompers. And Pearl Cannon allows you to do it at burst speed. Like if you have a Lulu on the field and you have a Flame Chompers in your hand, you can do the Pearl Cannon and be able to attack with Lulu, supporting the Pearl Cannon at burst speed. It's one of the strongest moves that this deck has. We play two Fizz as another attacker / elusive. Scraphead, another discard fodder because we are running triple baboon and running triple flame chompers, and we also can get a lot of discard fodder from the bumper twins. So we have plenty of things that we can discard. Sunny Urchin, same reason, lets us draw, and we have a lot of discard. Bumper twins, great attacker. Again, boom baboon and flame chompers are kind of like the big engines of your deck, allowing you to pull things to kill it and get good trades. Telescope is here together with the bumper twins because we also run Yordle in arms, right? So Yordle in arms requires us to play 4 different regions to kind of trigger it. And this gives us the Targan, this gives us the Shurima. Obviously, we have a lot of PNC. This is Ionia, and Fizz is Bilgewater. So it's really easy for us to get the trigger for Yordle in arms win condition because also you have Bando City that counts for any of your Yordles. Mystic Shot, get excited and Poke Sticks at your burn spells, so you can use them to burn the opponent's nexus, but a lot of times it's actually better to use them to burn the opponent's blockers and be able to attack with like a big Yordle in arm turn. So it depends on what the circumstance is, but don't be afraid to use them on their units. Yordle Captain as a way to buff the rest of your units when he comes down into the field. Lulu again is a great way that you can buff your units, and then Yordle in arms is your big finisher. You fill up the board really quickly with this deck because of how many chompers you have, how many elusives you have with the Pearl Cannon. And when you can do the Yordle now, where you have a full board, there's almost nothing that the opponent can do about it. So this deck plays like that. It plays really aggro and kind of really filling the board as fast as possible. Really fun deck if you kind of like those decks that can go really wide. So if you were a fan of like Bando Tree type of decks, or if you were a fan of like the previous Demacia, Poppy, Lulu type of decks that kind of used to go wide and then do Yordle in arms and rally, then this would be right up your alley. The deck does okay against the current meta. It can get a little bit punished, right? Because against control, it can be very punishing. They can have a lot of your ease to deal with your stuff. Against Arid Cannon, they could have denies to stop your Yordle in arms. But you can usually try to put enough pressure on them early on that they don't have a chance to really put those big spells to use. But anyways, yeah, I really enjoyed this deck. It's really fun, plays really quick, which I love. I love quick games. So I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. And if you do like the gameplay, please make sure to remember to subscribe. I'll see you all at the end of the video. So in this matchup, we're going to be going up against a Lurk. I think we might be okay versus Lurk because we have a lot of cheap units that we can summon early on. And we have a great hand. Yeah, so we have a lot of cheap units that we can summon early on. We ended up with a really good hand. I'm debating. I like keeping the telescope just because it gives us the 4 regions that we need to trigger the Yordle in arms, right? So Targon is 1, Bando City is 2, Ionia 3, and then obviously PNC is 4. So I'm okay doing that. Problem is that I want to grid out doing the Sunny Urchin with the Bamboon. And this makes it a little bit awkward, right? Because now our hand, we're gonna have to take that 2 damage. I guess it's fine. Because we can just do the baboon here. So we take the 2 damage early, which kind of sucks, but it's not the end of the world. We're okay blocking this anytime. We can summon another baboon next turn if he summons the 3-drop, the Sursa Collar. And we can also do the Sunny Urchin if we need an additional blocker. Yep, there we go. So this will prevent him from attacking with a Sursa Collar. So we're still gonna take the 2 damage from the Treasure Seeker, but we get rid of this guy. We do the Sunny Urchin. And then I like doing Lulu next turn. And just hope that he doesn't have Pike. So he obviously he Lurk a card there with the Sursa color. And it is gonna be the Pike. Okay. So he ended up getting the Pike. We have Get Excited to be able to deal with that Pike. Because the way that he beats us now is gonna be Pike being able to level up, right? So that, you know, we do have an out for it. The problem with the out is that he could have the Bone Skewer, right? Let's do the Bomber Twins as a blocker for the Hatchling. We can do the Telescope. I still have enough mana for the Get Excited. I like the Trickster. But I also like the Kimping a lot. Because the Kimping is a quick attack unit that he has to worry about. Right? And okay, so he kinda just let us get this for free, no? Because now we know he doesn't have the Bone Skewer, so now we don't have to worry about anything else that he might have. So I'm gonna pass because I want him to drag this with the Pike first. So yeah, so he's always gonna drag here. But so by us waiting to play the Get Excited, it means that we save the Flame Chompers. And then we kind of go like that, right? Okay, so he ended up realizing that that would have been a bad thing to do. Because this way he at least gets 2 damage in and kills the Chompers. So that wasn't a Rek'Sai, so it's possible that it could be another. So it's very possible that it could be another Pike, right? So that could be another Pike, which would be an issue for us. We have gotten rid of a lot of their units. The problem is that even though we have gotten rid of so many units, they still have so much stuff, right? I like the Captain. And we can maybe start buffing some of our stuff. Sure. Let's at least push this 2 damage through. So that's why he got to the top. So he got that from the top of his deck, which means that we know for sure that he does not have another pack in top of his deck. I'm good keeping my whole board. This is annoying though, right? The Overwhelm is going to be a lot of damage for us. And I don't think we can deal with it. If we had Yordle in arms, it would be so good here. Okay, so that card is not yet triggered, so it doesn't have 8 attack. Oh, Equinox is great, right? Equinox is great because I think the way that we lose is the Overwhelm, and he lets us get it. You have to attack him, man. Or woman. You have to attack, yeah, because otherwise I can Equinox. Which would be a problem for you. If he gets greedy, we're gonna punish that so bad. Like if we're able to stop that Overwhelm attack, he's gonna be in a lot of trouble. And I think that's what he's thinking. He's thinking that we might have the stun or we might have the Equinox. If he gives me this like this, I think I'm okay with that as well. So I'm willing to take like blocks like this. Like I'm willing to completely do it. I'm willing to completely let go of my board and just do this. Now, the problem that we're gonna have here. Is that he will be able to. He will be able to do the Jawfish next time, right? Jawfish is very scary. I'm thinking we need to do the Portal Cannon. But the Jawfish is very, very scary. I don't think Lulu does anything anymore. I don't think Lulu does anything anymore. I think it's going to be doing it like this. Okay, so that tells us no Jawfish. Again, we have the Equinox for the Overwhelm, which is the thing that we're most worried about. And let's see what we can do here. So next time, if he can't kill us, Ooh, well, so the other problem that we have is that he has a second unit that has Overwhelm, right? So he's gonna have a second unit that has Overwhelm. We know his top deck is gonna be the fish. Why did we do this first? Why did we do this first and see if we draw Get Excited? Ha. Yeah, we have to silence this. We have to silence this. And unfortunately, we didn't get to Get Excited, but there it is. Ah! So maybe I should have gone after this. So, okay, so he's just creating more cards now. He can guarantee that he hits the Lurk. He gets the Yordles. That's not enough, right? Yeah, that's not enough. We can also... It's not enough because we know he only has another unit in his deck. I guess it's gonna be enough because of the Overwhelm, right? So the Overwhelm forces us to have to... we got lucky that two of them hit the same unit here. So doing the Get Excited and that stuff doesn't do anything. The Overwhelm forces us to have to do this. And even with that, if he has exactly one more 1-drop, then we lose. He doesn't need a 1-drop. He can just do the Walking Sands, and we still lose. Well, no, we don't, because... So the problem with the Equinox is that even though the Cersa Doomkeeper is silenced, I'm pretty sure they still get the buff from the Lurk cards, right? So we get hit by the Overwhelm here, which is going to be 1. This is going to be 2. This is going to be 7. So we end up losing anyways. Just because this is going to get buffed back up. Oh, wait. What? He did it like this? Really? I mean, can we just take this damage and call it a day? We know that he doesn't have any pike or anything on the top of his deck. So we know this is like guaranteed lethal now because we know that the card that he sent back to the top of his deck is the Snapjaw. So we just take that 3, we take him down to 3 health and then do the Get Excited to finish the game. Because we know he has a card that was created by the Call the Pack, and we know he has a Goldfish left. So now we just do like this and call it a game. I think, well, if you attack with everything, right? We block the Under Titan. I guess we're able to block everything, but I think no, because we had enough for our units to survive, even if you attack with everything, right? But yeah, GG's. So in this matchup, we're gonna be going up against a Pirate Aggro. I think we have a good advantage into Pirate Aggro because we're able to have enough units to defend against their attacks. I don't know if the Poro Cannon is correct though, because they do play Make It Rain. So I don't think the Poros are ever really gonna do much. I like the Fizz here. Fizz being on the field means that, yeah, Fizz being on the field is really good. I'm willing to sacrifice this. There's a consideration that... So, okay, so Fizz is on the field, which means that his Make It Rain will never hit us now. Because if he does Make It Rain, we can deny it with the Fizz. We have blockers for everything. That's a consideration that we kill them, because now we take the damage, right? This could be a Fervor. Right? It's not Fervor, so okay, so that's good for us. So he ended up not being the Fervor, which I do not mind whatsoever. We can do the Flame Chompers, get ourselves a draw. We do the Bomber Twins. Or we can just do Lulu now. So now we can just do Lulu, and anything that he summons is going to get cut by the Flame Chompers. If he doesn't summon anything, we're still kind of just hitting him for 3, 4, 2, right? We're hitting him for 9. Ah, double up. Okay. I always forget about that card when I'm playing against Pirate Aggro, and they always get me with it. Because we have ways to counter that. Because we could kill our own unit with Mystic Shot, right? So now we just took an unnecessary 4 damage for no reason. But he's completely bricked, right? There's no reason to play that unless you literally have nothing else to play. So now we can play the Bomber Twins. We have a good blocker for the Demolitionist now. We can Mystic Shot the Sap Spray thing to prevent the 2 damage. So I think all we do here is just play Telescope, maybe? Sure, we'll do the Telescope. Pearl Sled is fine. He gives us a good blocker into like a GP, if anything. We take exactly 0 damage. He has a Make It Rain or has a Fervor in his hand. Here we can play... I mean, Yordles is too early. I think I like the Power Sled. I mean, we can also do the Yordle Captain. Yordle Captain is not bad. He buffs a Bomber Twin here. Problem again, we're not play... A double up kind of just completely kills us, right? Alright. I mean, obviously he's gonna try to kill the Lulu with the GP. Okay, Make It Rain. Alright. I'm okay with that. It didn't go face, right? So this doesn't get to level up. Here we attack with everything like this. We do 8 damage. We lose the Lulu, which I think is okay, but we still have a good blocker for the Gangplank next turn. And if we get a Mystic Shot or Poke Stick, then we can kill the GP for free. I think he's running low on resources now. It's funny how we ended up getting the same landmark twice, by the way. Perfect. Now we have a discard target for... I like the Power Sled. I like the Power Sled as a complete blocker for the Gangplank. Okay. DP still not leveled up, so it's still not a problem. Next turn, we can just do Yordling Arms and call it a day, right? Next turn, we have 8-9 mana, so we can do the Shadow Walker instead. It's almost the same amount of things, right? I think it's fine to do the... It's fine to do the Mecha Forcer. So, sure. He attacks with the GP. Because we can actually give this 2+2+2 with the Mega Forcer. Do we have to sacrifice the Power Sled? I guess that's the question here. If we go like this, we go down to 5. Is there a reason to risk that? There's no reason to risk us going that low. Let's just kill it with the Power Sled. We can do the Mega Forcer and then the Yordling Arms, and he's gonna have to sacrifice his whole board to survive, right? There's not top deck. This is even better now, because now we can summon the Flame Chompers as well. And there's not top deck that saves him now, right? It's not top deck that saves him, because we have 5 wide, and all of our units have at least 5 attack to be able to deal with his health. So Fervor doesn't save it. Nothing saves it. Yep, the GG's. A little bit scary there. I think I could have played it a lot cleaner, but I think it still ended up working out just because of how much units we can put on the field that they cannot get through. So yeah. So in this matchup, we're going to be going up against Overwhelm. So this is the deck that Rico Reds has just been popularizing here recently. So it's kind of like an Overwhelm deck, but he's also trying to kind of play super aggro. I like the idea of keeping at least 1 Pokestick because they do play the 1-drops. Our hand ended up not being the greatest, unfortunately. So let's kind of see how this goes. Pokesticks are not bad, but they're not also the greatest. Scrapper kind of gives us a way to discard, although we already had a Pearl Cannon as well. Yeah, this is what I was worried about. I think I need to block it. I think the way it's gonna be a race, so I need to have a blocker for the rear guard. So this is worth it because it lets us block the rear guard next turn, and then we can just kill it with Pokestick, right? Unfortunately, Akshan is gonna make our day sad, so yeah. So we do this. We'll take the 2 from Akshan. We can kill the rear guard. Hopefully we get something else. I mean, Boom Baboon is not the worst. I don't think he's ever blocking with the Akshan, right? Now, Rico Reds, I remember him playing Whirling Death on this deck. So it is possible that he could have the Whirling Death, which should be a punish, right? I think we still attack. And if he has the Whirling Death, he can go ahead and do it. Still like this attack. If he has the Whirling Death, I'm okay with taking this Whirling Death right here. Maybe he expected me to drag this with the Flame Chompers, but I'm never doing that. And if he takes that 4 damage, we're completely okay with that. We still need 1 more region for Yordles in Arms, right? We have the Fizz, but we need 1 more. We can Pokey Stick the Treasure Seeker if we need to. We can do the Scrap Head if we need to. We have a blocker for the Rear Guard. We have a blocker for the Treasure Seeker. Well, we kill the Treasure Seeker. I think we still take the 2 damage from the Akshan. Sivir will be a little bit annoying here, but not impossible to deal with. Yeah, so we can just do that. We can just do like this. We can do it like this. Take the block. I mean, take the kill on the Treasure Seeker. Perfect. And ooh, is it actually better to greed out Fizz next time? I guess actually, is it actually better to greed out the Fizz next time? I think it's not a bad idea. I mean, I don't mind the Fizz having 3 attack and 2 health. So I'm okay doing the Yordle Captain and then doing the Fizz. That's a little bit of pain in the butt. I think we actually have to commit the block here now if he attacks with the Reckoner. Okay, he decided to attack like this. If he's attacking like this, what about we just take that? Because I want to have a wide board for when we set up for a Yordle in Arm turn, right? So I think I'm just gonna take that. And do the Captain. I like the idea. I like the fact that we have Get Excited. I like the fact that we have Get Excited a lot. If he passes, are we passing back here? I think we are. I like the pass back. I like the pass back, burn his mana. We have more reactability than he does. Lulu, you came a little bit too late. He has 5 cards in his hand. We have enough to summon enough blockers that we need, including being able to summon a burst speed blocker with the Chompers and the Scrap Head. We have Get Excited Mystic Shot. And then next turn we just set up for a big Yordle in Arms and we win the game. Assuming that everything goes like that. Sure. Like the Fizz. Fearsome blocker. Although again, I don't know if we want to even block with the Fizz. I think we try to just set up the lethal next turn. He also means that he ended up not drawing using that. We don't want to fall too far below though, right? So our problem is that we don't want to fall so far below that we end up just dying, right? I really like the mech. It means that I'm okay sacrificing everything now, right? Since we got that mech, I think I'm okay sacrificing everything. The problem is that it means that we don't trigger the Yordle in Arms, right? I guess we have Lulu, so Lulu's always gonna get triggered. Yeah, I think I'm okay blocking with everything here. Taking as little damage as possible, and then we just summon the bomb mech and call it a day. If he tries to commit something fancy, we have Get Excited as a backup. Yeah, there we go. So now we can just summon this to be mana efficient. We get enough units to refill our whole board. Kind of go like that. So even though we technically lost our whole board, we technically didn't. That's right. So we have 5 mana here. So we need to spend... We can only spend 5 other mana before we tap out. So Lulu, we can do the Rune River or we can do the Reds. Okay. I guess he is gonna get some damage there doing it that way. Can also just get excited anything he does, right? Do we need to play it fast? Or can we just get excited and wait for a bigger turn for us to do the whole Lulu combo? I think we can just wait, right? So we have get excited, so we have 4 mana that we can spend. So I like doing the Ruin Weaver. And if he decides to do this on the action, we can do the get excited here. And we just got a discard target. So let's see, does he have the stone? Shape Stone. It's a punish, that's why I wanted to keep the Pokey Stick mana. There's the Shape Stone. Do you have double Shape Stone? He has double Shape Stone, that's a little bit annoying. But we don't take any damage from a double Shape Stone, there we go. So he doesn't even get to get that. Can attack with everything here. Sure, we'll grab this. Losing Lulu is not a big issue for us. We have another Lulu in our hand. And we have plenty of cards to refill our hand again, right? Now, again, he does play Willing Death, I believe, right? So technically now he can just get a free kill with Willing Death, but that's one more resource he has to spend. We still have 14 HP, which makes me feel very confident. This is a 5, so this is going to be triggering pretty quickly. But now we can start slowly chomping him down. And eventually set up for a Fizz into Yordle in our finish. Okay, so yeah, that's definitely Willing in Death. Yep, there it is. So that's definitely the Willing Death. So stops an extra 4 damage because of the impact. And helps him trigger the Warlords and also helps him level up the Sivir. So we kind of put him on Willing Death the whole time. And that comes from the experience of playing against Rico Rats, playing this deck. So I kind of really knew what to expect, right? So sometimes it benefits the fact that I had that. Unfortunately, we don't really have a great blocker for this, right? So I like doing the Headstick Handler, because he can kill the Ruin Runner while saving us 1 more extra point of health. If he has like another Willing Death, I guess he can push 6 damage, but that means that he's using the Willing Death right here. Yep, that's fine. Him pushing 6 damage is not a big deal, because next turn we can set up for a big Yordle in Arms turn, right? So we can play, you know, this. I'm thinking that it's actually, I think it's actually better not to play the Lulu. We'll have to see. I guess it's actually nice because we can combine the Lulu with the Frightened Ibets and go like that. So here we're wide enough that we can do the Yordle in Arms. Question is, do we have to also commit the Flame Chompers? I think I'm fine committing the Flame Chompers too. He can technically buff, right? But he will need to commit the buff right here to draw with the action Warlord's Whore. We just have to push enough damage. We just have to push 9 damage, right? And he's gonna do it. So he's gonna do it because he wants to get the draw so that he doesn't die here. Which is smart, right? But he only has 3 cards now. And we still have a Yordle in Arms that's gonna trigger full trigger right here. Allowing us to kill the Ruin Runner unless he's able to kill the Flame Chompers. It's not gonna be enough. And we just need to get him to 9. We can just get them to 9. Fizz is already guaranteed 7 because of the elusive. So as long as he doesn't have another blocker, and if he has another blocker, he still has to lose his whole board, right? So then our only other punish after this is gonna be Darius next turn, right? So if he can have like Darius plus the other blocker right here, and that would kind of suck for us. Okay, sure. When I support it, give me a support. So we're gonna support like this. We're always gonna drag the Ruin Runner, so it doesn't matter buffing this up. And actually, he doesn't have a good trade. I guess he has a good trade right here with the Ruin River, but that's it. He ended up not having another blocker, so he needs to commit a Willing Death or have a. And that's game. Okay, that's game anyways. So he needed to. He would have needed to have the 3rd Willing Death, which was not enough. because he would still lose the rest of his board, right? So then again, Darius would have been the only problematic card on the turn after that. But yeah, GG's. So in this matchup, we're gonna be going up against, let's see, Darkness, and we're going against current #1 player on the ladder, 1,200 LP. Wow, wow. Let's try to high roll. Yes, yes, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we wanted the high roll. Let's see if we can get a better blocker though. Oh, okay. This is actually not bad. I think. Oh, this is great. So with the Whimsy is actually not bad, because the Whimsy means that we can actually turn like a lot of his stuff into 1/1s. Yeah, actually the Whimsy is not bad at all. Now, I do like the idea of putting the Bumper Twins instead of the Baboon, because the Baboon is vulnerable to like something like a Battle Feast, right? So we'll do this. He's gonna do, okay, he's gonna do the bots. That's our first Lulu down. We still have 2 more to go. We can attack with both units. He's gonna block right there. So the reason that he kills the Lulu there right away is because he knows that the Veigar will just die to the Lulu, right? So now we do the Yordle Captain. So now we can do the Baboon, right? So we can do the Baboon because we have the Poro Cannon to trigger the Flame Chompers. We can summon the Lulu and be able to do the Chompers at burst speed. And he's gonna lose the Veigar for free. So here we kill the Veigar, obviously. No reason to summon that second Chompers right now, because we can, you know, like I don't want to sacrifice the second Chompers into the Road Maker yet. It's a consideration that is actually good. Actually, no, yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. What are we talking about? Let's just do it like this. That puts him at 2. That's pretty much game, right? Yeah, that way he does. That way he can't block. Yeah, that puts him at 2 HP, and then our Poros are able to do it with the elusive. Its tally doesn't save him because we have the Lulu Wish. So even if he has the Its tally, we can just stop him. But yeah, that's GG right there. I think it was definitely better to pull that much damage as possible there, and kind of put him in a low HP value. But triple Lulu for the win. So in this matchup, we're gonna be going up against Azir Irelia. Ooh. The Lulu combo is so powerful versus them, no? I think we have Lulu, right? Let's try to search for our Flame Chompers. There it is, and there it is. So I think Lulu is gonna be the... Oh, and now we got the Baboon as well. Lulu is definitely gonna be the way that we end up winning this game. No reason to take 1 damage and let him level up the Irelia. Obviously, he's never gonna attack right here, right? So we're always okay just doing it like this. I'm okay doing the Baboon. Sure. If he's not gonna block this. If he blocks this, I'm okay with that. So there's no reason to put damage in our Flame Chompers, because he's never gonna block that. He's never gonna block with that Sparring Student. I can tell you that from like a mile away. We still have a good blocker for the Sparring Student, and if he attacks with Azir, we can block with Lulu. Sure. Oh, actually, we didn't. So I completely forgot about the fact that he summoned 2 of them, right? So that was a slight misplay. I think it's more important to kill this right now than it is to let him keep the Sparring Student alive. But it's a consideration that the Sparring Student staying alive is not a big deal, because we have another Chompers in our hand. So I don't mind doing it like this. So if he has, if he has something like the Ribbon Dancer, I think I'm okay with that. We do the Looping Telescope. Loop Travelers is not bad, I don't think, actually. Because the problem is, actually, Looping Telescope was already... No, I think it has to be Moon Silver. I like the Moon Silver. Looping Telescope already gives us what we need. We can go ahead and kill this girl. We can attack with everything else. We know that this is going to get sacrificed. And this should be decent, right? This should be decent. Get the free kill on the Ribbon Dancer. We put the Azir to 3. We know that this is going to die. We have plenty of blockers for this next turn, so we don't have to worry that much about the Sparing Student. This is quickly going to level up, though. That is a little bit of a problem. So if he gets Irelia, we're in trouble. If he doesn't get Irelia, we're not in trouble. What did we talk about? They always get it. Because the problem now is that the Irelia is going to level up very quickly. We can block. Because he has to spend the 2 mana here, right? So we can block. And then just do the Yordle in arms. Yeah, we can block. He doesn't have a way to threaten. He doesn't have a way to threaten any of this anymore. We can block, allowing us to block the rest of his units if we need to. The problem is going to be that the Irelia is going to be able to swap, right? Sure. I think it's okay doing it like this. I think it's okay doing it like this. Block as much damage as possible. I want to threaten... We don't need to. We just win with the elusives next time. I don't think it's a reason for us to get greedy. I think we just... But the problem with the... relying with the elusive win condition is that he'll be able to swap with the Irelia right here, making us have to block with everything, right? He could also have the recall next turn. So if he has the recall next turn, it's a problem. If we do the Yordle in arms, all that we're doing is being able to have blockers for everything. I like the Yordle in arms here. Let's get the blockers for everything. I like killing the Azir next turn, by the way. Because now, even if he attacks... Right, we're going to have to sacrifice a blocker, right? You're gonna give us the Azir for free, my man? I don't think that's right. Wow, he actually decided not to attack at all. So now we can just play Fizz, no? Do we die? We do die. If we play Fizz and he has the Ribbon Dancer or something like that, we just die, right? He also could have... I don't think we die, actually. So if he plays the Ribbon... Oh, okay, no, alright. This is now this is game. He has no way to stop 3 elusives. He has no way to stop all 3 elusives. So now we just win through the elusive damage. Even if he summons the blocker, we're able to pull through it. And then we just attack with the rest. We can even pull the Azir if we wanted to. Not like it matters. Yeah, it's definitely Azir. But he can't do anything about these blockers, right? Yeah, okay. That was a little bit scary at the end there. But I think the Yordle in arms scared him enough that he decided not to attack, which I think is weird. I think he still should have attacked because he had a free attack with the Sparing Student to level up the Irelia. But yeah, GG's. So in this matchup, we're going to be going up against Mono Shurima. It's crazy how many people still play this deck so much. Even though it literally has like some of the worst stats in the game. I give people props though, right? People love playing their decks, and I respect that. I think I want something a little bit more aggro though. I mean, the Yordle Katniss is really good, but I wanted something like this. Maybe I should have kept the Portal Cannon. We know we have a bunch of discard fodder for the Portal Cannon. So I got a little bit greedy there by going with the Baboon instead of the Portal. Questionable. We still have 3 Portal Cannons, and we have 2 Scrap Heads, and we also have 3 Sonic Urchins. So it's still a good chance that we get one of our discard engines here within this turn. I'm okay doing the Baboon here, forcing him to have the Rock Hopper. If he doesn't have the Rock Hopper, then we're hitting him for 3. Do you have the Rock Hopper, my man? I guess we have to get it sat in our hand already to be able to actually summon the Flame Chompers. Have a discard fodder. But I usually don't like to do the get excited like that. I kind of want to save it for our end game. Now, they do run random negation, so at no point in this game can we queue up multiple burst spells at the same time. We're going to have to do it one at a time, because the random negation ends up being just so punishing for us. So he ends up being the Treasure Seeker instead of the Rock Hopper, meaning that we can... Poof. Maybe we do have to do the get excited now. Okay, we can use the Telescope. Telescope eats up the Rolling Sands. I like the Messenger a lot. I think I want to be able to draw because I don't like our hand right now. I want to be able to draw and potentially draw a draw engine like I was talking about. So cool, you kill this. We block that. We pokey stick the other one. I guess we don't have to pokey stick it. We can wait to see what he gets first before we commit a pokey stick into it. Do we get a discard fodder? No. Unfortunately, not discard for us. Ha! Should have probably been pokey stick then, right? So we got punished there by not doing pokey stick first. So if we do the pokey stick first there, we actually get the scrap head, allowing us to actually draw what we need. So he's still at 20 HP, and we have not done anything. We can do one get excited until the Endless Devout. I don't think that's worth it though. Just giving access for the Rite of Arcane, which we probably don't want him to do the Rite of the Arcane, right? I don't think we have a lot of other stuff that we can do with our mana, so maybe we just do the Lulu. Okay, it's definitely gonna be Lulu. If he wants to do Rite of the Arcane for, you know, the mana, then that's okay. Like, if he wants to sacrifice 1 mana for it, I think I'm okay with that. So, is he gonna just... Yeah, so he's hoping that maybe we kill this, but I don't think we have to. It is a big punish if he is able to get... If he does the Rite of the Arcane here. But I don't think it's that punishing, right? Now, they do also play that 6-mana spell. So that is a little bit of a problem. But we'll see what actually happens. I'm okay doing that like this. And I'm okay doing the Pearl Cannon right here. To summon our elusive targets. Our elusive units, sorry, not targets. And we have already hit all the conditions. So he ends up getting the champion now. Alright. We can open attack next turn. What really sucks is that he'll be able to kill our Lulu in response. Right? I guess he doesn't have to kill our Lulu in response. Yeah, I guess he doesn't kill our Lulu in response yet. Wow. Wow. Is it actually the bone mech? I guess we have to play around Spirit Fire, right? If he has the Spirit Fire, then we probably want this instead of anything else. I'm okay dragging like this, because I don't want to give him the Rite of the Landmark yet. So I'm okay doing like this. We're pushing just 3 damage, unfortunately. If he has the Spirit Fire, he clears our whole board. Doesn't look like he has it. We lose 1 unit, which is completely a-okay. He does the Seraph. I like doing the bomb mech right now. And then... That's so bad. This is actually so bad. This is so bad. Trying to go after the Seraph is probably not going to work out for us because he probably has the Rhino Negation, right? But I think we need to now. Just because of the Rolling Sands. I don't think I ever want to recall my hand, right? So I think I'm okay doing this. Now, we're spending our mana, but I think it's important because otherwise we're never... Like, we can threaten... So we can threaten him with the Lulu, right? Please pass. Like, if he passes here, that would be so huge for us. He only has a Seer as his other champion. We're okay with the pass here. We're okay with the pass here. Doesn't do it. Because I want to be able to threaten... I want to be able to threaten that Seraph in two different ways. I want to be able to threaten him by open attacking, grabbing him. And I want to be able to threaten him. I don't want to give him the landmark. So if he has the Rite of the Arcane here, he taps in out of Rite of Negation, allowing us to potentially kill the Seraph. The Seraph is a problem because he kind of locks us out of our game plan, right? It also means that he can level him up, right? So I'm hoping that we can kill the Seraph. And there it is. Wait. What? Wait a second. We have to go for it. Wait a second. He just destroyed his own Sun Disk. I think we still have to go for it. Because the Seraph is too strong for us with the Rolling Sands on the field. Here we can do the Bomber Twins. That's actually crazy. So he just gave up on that win condition and he's thinking of just aggroing us down. He does know that I have enough blockers. I mean, all I need to do now is just draw Yordles in arms. And he loses. Like, wow, that was such a ballsy move. I respect it, though. I respect it. GG's. Hey, welcome back, everybody. Hope you enjoyed those games. I think we had some really fun games. We high rolled a couple people there, right? I'm thinking of that Darkness match, how much of a high roll that was. But you can kind of see this deck kind of lives and dies with the Lulu and Flame Chompers combo. That's really the main way that you win most of your games because you're able to get so many good trades with that combination there. But aside from that, you can do really well against aggro decks because you're able to fill up the board and have enough blockers for all of the units. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. Again, I do post LOR videos every day, so make sure that you subscribe so that you keep tracking them. And I also do stream on Twitch at Twitch Sirturmund, where I start to stream 3 to 4 times a week. So yeah, I'll see you all next time.